Isang masayang pagbati na may ngiti sa aking mga labi. Naghahanap ba kayo ng makakatuwang sa pagre-review ng inyong anak? Meron yan sa DepEd. Ang ETUlay online tutorial ay libre at handog ng ating kagawaran sa pangunguna ng OUA ICTS EdTech. Ito ay isang proyektong makatutulong sa mga mag-aaral, katuwang ang mga magulang o kasama sa kani-kanilang tahanan para masagutan at maunawaan ang mga modules. Hangad din ng programang ETUlay ang matulungan ang ating mga guro sa kanilang mga blended learning classes. Ang ating ETUlay ay mula kinder hanggang senior high school. Bukod sa academics, meron din tayong mga special programs gaya ng All is Wellness, Reading and Math Remediation, Storytelling, Mommy Tech Talks, Classes sa Gramatika, Speech Class, Financial Literacy, at marami pang iba. Pinalawig din ng ETUlay ang ating Alive program para sa mga mag-aaral mula grade 1 hanggang grade 3. Gayun din ay mayroon tayong ALS program at SPED tutorials na makasisigurong makakamit ng lahat ang inclusive education. May SPED hotline na rin para sa inyong mga katanungan patungkol sa special education. Kaya, subaybayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, mula 9:00 ng umaga hanggang 7:00 ng gabi ang ating ETUlay. Sa ating pagtutulungan, maiaangat natin ang bawat isa. Ating itutulay ang pagkatuto upang di mapigil ang pag-aaral ng kabataang Pilipino. Itulay natin ito, sulong edukalidad.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Good morning, good morning. Hello.
Good morning,
Hi,
everyone.
Tutor Ploy.
Hello, Tutor Kit. Good morning. How have you been?
I've been great, actually. I had a nice breakfast, and now is a brand new Friday for reading remediation. How about you?
That's great. That's great. I think I'm doing great despite the humidity in my home.
Oh,
Yes, it's so humid here, but not to worry because I'm so excited to be with our students today. So, humidity or no humidity, we're here. So, live
yes.
po tayong napapanood sa DepEd Philippines and Educational Technology Unit YouTube channels and Facebook account, DepEd EdTech Unit. So, sa mga kaka-tune in lang po, make sure to hit like and then share to your classmates, batchmates, family, and friends. So, hello, good morning. So, Tutor Kit, I think it's
morning.
best that we also acknowledge the people who are quite early today. So,
That's
wow.
true, Tutor Ploy.
Yes. Go ahead,
So, I
Tutor
think-
Kit.
Yeah, we'll go first with a shout-outs, right? No, shoutout muna tayo sa ating mga nanonood today. Hello kay Rose Ann Lucinio. She's the first one who came in. Also kay
Wow.
Haziel C. Non, kay Adrian Ray Rivera,
Hello.
Cherigan Gutib, Trisha Lorraine Paguyo, Gerald R.V. Dula Cantor, Haley Sevilla, and Romeline Orani Vibas. Hello sa inyong lahat, guys. Welcome to Reading Remediation. What about you, Tutor Floyd? May pa-shout out ka ba dyan?
Ako, may pa-shout out ako. I think I'd like to say hi again to my number one avid fan, my mother.
Oh,
Tuning.
nice.
Hello, and of course, my school heads in school definitely heads in school, my principals, Sir Ariel Perez and Ma'am Lutgarda de Jesus. So hello po sa inyo.
Hello sa inyo guys. And also hello sa lahat-lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon. Kay
Yeah,
Martin Angel, kay
yeah.
Tess, kay Yilme, and then kay Heavenly Heart as well. Sila
Oh,
talaga, Tutor Flo, yung mga suki natin every Friday, no?
yes, the power Suki.
True. We appreciate you guys. Also si Breach Kabili. Hello.
And Janelle Miguel, hello, and Lionel or Leonel Eliazar Molina. So hello.
Hello,
Good
guys.
morning.
So, Tutor Floyd,
Mhm.
what is in store for our session today? What do you guys
I
think?
Wow. So I think there are a lot of things to look forward today, and I just can't wait to present them or show them to our viewers today. So, Tutor
I
Kit,
know.
with no
Let's,
hesitation, go.
yeah, let's get going.
All right. Oh, wow. All
And
right.
this
I
makes
think
me
I
really
know one
happy.
here. Very
Mhm.
familiar face.
That's true. And they're actually, some of them are new and what do you call this? New readers of the week. So
Mhm.
congratulations, guys. These are the people, the students who took the effort and time to post while they're watching reading remediation last week. Okay.
Wow. Thank you, you guys, and congratulations. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what's
Congratulations to, yes, to Gerald R.V. Dula Cantor, Adrian Ray Rivera, and Melanie Kagiwa. Not only that, no, meron pa Tutor Floy.
Oh, really?
Who are they?
All right. Okay. We have Clyde Leah Mangiliman. So, hello. Very cute kid. We also have, of course, our ever consistent Heavenly Tanghian and Martin Angel Dave Nagum present. Oh,
Yes.
good job,
Good
guys.
job, guys. Thank you so much.
Mm.
And now we are on our week 2. So last week, we learned about intonation expressions and how to phrase while we read. This week, we will be learning questioning, visualizing, and making connections to the floor. That's exciting, right?
I know there are a lot of things to do, but I'm excited. I hope these guys are. If you're excited, make sure to type in your hearts or any emojis out
Yes,
there.
please.
Yes, to make sure that you're there, you're with us until the end of the session. So, Tutor Kit, go ahead.
Yes, walang iwanan guys ah.
Yes.
Okay. So our lesson objectives for today are the following. First, we want to analyze a story through asking questions before, during, and after reading a text. And what's the next one, Tutor Floyd?
This next one is to apply different reading strategies to further understand a text. So, wow, those are two comprehensive lesson objectives we have there, Tutor Kit.
That's true, Tutor Floyd. And hopefully we can achieve these objectives by the end of this session.
Yes. Okay, let's do that.
Hey, Tutor Floyd, you know what time is it?
It's the word of the
Let's
week.
do the song. One,
Okay.
2, 3, go. Hey, hey, hey. It's the word of the
It's the
week.
word of the week.
Hey, hey, hey. It's the word of the week. And what is the word of our week, Tutor Floyd?
All right, let's see what it is. Wow. Okay, that's good. The word of the week is the word inquire. It is a verb or something or a word that shows action at most times. And it means to ask someone for information. So inquire is equal to asking for
True.
information. Okay? So Tutor Kit, I think it's best that we show some examples to our students today.
Yes, Tutor Floyd.
Mhm.
So, actually, guys, before we read some examples, inquire could also be a noun. It could
Yes.
become inquiry.
Mhm.
Inquiry. That
Yes.
is the noun version of inquire.
Yes. Okay. That's good one. That's a good one, Tutor Kit.
Yes, Tutor Floyd. So, let's now read an example of a sentence that uses the word inquire, but in the past tense, inquired.
Mhm.
Okay, guys, it's time for you to read with us. Okay? Are you ready? One, two, three. Delia and Tony inquired about the available scholarships in the city hall. Good job. Good job.
That's good. All right. Do we have another example, Tutor Kit?
Yes.
Oh, there is. And this time we're using the noun form of the word inquire. So it's inquiry this time.
Yes.
So please read the sentence with us. Sheila answered Miss Rojas' inquiry correctly. Okay, one more time. Try it on your own. Sheila answered Miss Rojas's inquiry correctly. Good job, guys.
Yay.
All
Here's
right.
another example, guys. So, once again, read with us. Ready? One, two, three. Joanna inquired about the cost of art materials at an online shop. One more time. Joanna inquired about the cost of art materials at an online shop. Good job! Tutor Floyd, baka Shopee to.
I think mine will be delivered in a few. So if you wanted to inquire about my my shopping experience, check my Facebook account. Char.
Yeah, thank you, Tutor Floyd. All right, guys. I hope you were reading along with us. It helps practice your pronunciation and how you phrase and intonation and stuff like that. Great job.
Good job.
Tutor Floyd,
Mhm.
it's time to kind of review what happened last week.
Yes. What happened last week, Shooter Kit? I wasn't around last week, so I guess it's best that you help us recall what happened.
That's true. So, guys, let's remind Tutor Floyd what happened last week. So,
I'm
read
all ears.
along with me, okay? Tutor Floyd is all ears. Okay, ready? One, two, three. We helped Robbie the robot learn how to use expressions and phrasing in reading.
Mm.
Good job. Okay, so this is Robbie the robot, and he's our new friend, right? And Robbie was able to read his birthday letter to his friend Nina successfully.
Wow.
Gerald said, Yay, I read all correctly.
Oh, and Angelo mentioned that he also joined the guys in helping Robbie. So good
That's
one. Good
true.
job.
Good job, guys.
Good job.
And last but not the least, then we got an empathy badge for helping Robbie the robot.
Nice. Good job, guys.
Yes. So, Tutor Flo, I think it's time again for.
A review. Yeah, another
Yes.
set of review. Okay, let's check.
Okay. For this one, guys, it's bzzzt or boing. If the statement is true, type down on the comment section bzzzt. If the statement is false, type down the word
Boing.
boing. Okay. Once again, bzzzt for true and boing for false. Okay, Tutor Floyd,
Okay.
will you help us, please?
Yes, of course. Let's start with the first one. The rising tone is used in intense emotions such as happiness, excitement, Confusion or fear. Okay, so what is that? Is it a bzz or a boing?
Yes, what do you guys think?
All right, so we have one answer already. We have from Martin and Heavenly, two already. Bzz. Martin
Bzz.
changed his answer into boing. So which is which?
What
Make up
what
your
really?
mind. So
Okay,
which
let's
is
reveal
which?
the answer, Tutor Floyd.
Okay, let's see. Let's see.
The
It's
answer
a.
is it's true.
Yes. When you're happy, you even scream here. So
That's
you see,
true.
there's really a rising tone.
Yes,
Okay.
good job, guys.
Next
Okay,
one.
second question. Declarative statements end with a rising tone. Is it a bzzzt or a boing? What do you guys think? Declarative statements end with a rising tone.
Okay. Come on, you guys can do it.
Oh,
Should I
Tutor
have
Floyd,
a
yes.
sound effect like should I say "dun-dun-dun-dun"?
Yes, I like that too. Yes, let's do
Let's
that.
do that. Okay, Tutor
Yes.
Kit. Answer reveal, please.
Dun 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 dun.
Boing. Boing. Ah, so it's
Boing.
false. How come,
Yes.
Tutor Kit?
Well,
Why
because
not a
declarative,
rising tone?
yeah, because declarative sentences usually end with a falling tone. For example, my dog is beautiful. See? Beautiful. Or
Mhm.
Mom Floyd is pretty. So we end with a falling tone.
What if I'd like it as a rising tone? Which punctuation mark should I use instead, Tutor Kit? Because usually
Hmm,
for falling tone, we have a period. How about if
true.
we wanted a rising tone? Let's say, do it again. Mom Floyd is, or Tutor Floyd is pretty. So which punctuation mark should I use?
Well, maybe Tutor Floyd, if I'm so excited to tell you're pretty, I would use an exclamation point. And I would say
Wow.
something like this: Tutor Floyd, you're so pretty.
I know. There you go.
That's true.
Good
Thank you,
job.
guys.
Good job. Okay. Next one. So the third item is yes or no questions and with the falling tone or with a falling tone. So do they really end with a falling tone or a rising tone? So
Hmm.
type in your answer, folks. Come on. You
Come
guys
on,
can do
guys.
it.
Here's an example of a yes or no question. Tutor Floyd, are you hungry?
Definitely yes. Yes.
Are you hungry?
Yes. Hungry? You don't say, Teacher Floyd, are you hungry?
Yeah, you don't say that, right? Like, Tutor Floyd, are you angry?
All right. Tutor Kit, you know what? Because of our clue, our students here are able to give us most, if not all of them, gave the
That's
right
true.
answer. All
Like
right. So,
Gerald.
yes. And what is the answer then, Tutor Kit? Go ahead. Flats,
Dun
flash.
dun dun dun.
Boing.
Boing.
Boing. I'm changing the tone already.
Yes, because a yes or no question ends with a rising tone.
All right. Good job,
Okay,
everyone.
number 4. When
Okay.
phrasing, do a short pause when you see a comma and a long pause when you see a period. Is this
Mhm.
bzzzt true or boing false? What do you think?
Ta-na-na-na. Let's
Na,
see if
na.
our students here are able to answer as rapidly or as quickly as they can. Let's have the answer, Tutor Kit.
The answer is
Bzzz.
bzzzt. Yes,
That's
it's actually
good.
correct. You pause a little bit when you see a comma, and
Mhm.
then you do a longer pause when you see a period, but not too long, or else people might think it's the end of your sentence.
That's true. All right, let's have I think this is the last item, Tutor Kit.
Yes, the last item, Tutor Floyd.
So sad, bored, disinterested, and sarcastic remarks end with a rising tone. Hmm. This is a
Hmm,
very interesting item. Let's see if our students here will be confused.
true. I think it's
Let's
something like this, Tutor Floyd. I'm so sad. Or I'm so bored.
I don't like when you say, I don't know what to do. What should I
Yeah.
do today?
Or
Okay.
wait, it's sarcastic. This is bad, guys. Sarcasm is a little, I don't know. But you can
It's
say, for example, you're so good.
yeah, yeah, do it. You're the best. You can
Yeah,
do
you're
it.
the best.
Come
Go.
on. Yeah, go.
And the answer is
Da-na-na-na.
boing.
Boing. Okay. So there
Yes.
you have it.
Good job,
Okay.
guys. Good job,
Good
Heavenly.
job.
And
Oh, also,
our
tutor kid.
adventure.
I
Yes.
just wanted to add this one. I just realized something. Kids, there's this kid who asked me once, should sarcasm have a low, falling tone all the time? It actually depends on the
Depends,
mood
yeah.
of the one
Mm-hmm.
who's saying it. Let's say, you usually hear this in vernacular. Allow me to speak in
Mm-hmm.
vernacular. And ikaw
Sure.
na magaling. So if you notice, you're hearing a rising tone there.
That's true. And
But
that's
if
because maybe of the emotion of like maybe anger or
yes,
excitement, right? Mm-hmm.
yeah. So you see, it depends upon the context. But usually, when you're sarcastic, you usually don't have enough energy to say things.
I
You say,
know.
"Okay, do as you wish."
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, do as you wish, Tutor Fly.
all
I don't.
right.
Okay, and our adventure continues, guys. So I think this is now the continuation of our story, Tutor Floyd.
Mhm.
So will you help us read the story?
Sure, not a problem. It was a nice sunny day. The air was crisp and clean. Worries were at bay. The grass was fresh and green. I hope you
What a
were
great
reading with
day.
us. Yes,
Yes.
good day.
Okay, guys, make sure you read with us. One, two, three. The travelers enjoyed the peace, took pictures, drank their fill. Suddenly, there were voices, happy, friendly, and shrill. Ah, oh, the voices say, "Ah, ha, ha, ha."
All right. Oh,
Oh, look,
look,
go to your
look.
boy.
Come and see. It's our friends Shooter Alex and Shooter Warley.
Oh,
Oh,
Tutor Alex, Tutor Worley, are you here?
oh,
Hmm,
come on.
come on, come on, come on.
Come on, come on. I think they're here. So, wow, I'm
Oh,
seeing one
Hi,
already.
Shana and
Hi!
hi.
Hi,
Hello,
Hello!
guys.
wonderful
All
shooters.
our learners today. Hi!
Good morning.
Good
Good morning. Good
morning.
morning.
Good
Wow, here
morning.
You
you
know
go.
what, Tutor Kid and Tutor Floy? I can see some familiar names because in the storytelling for grades 4 to 6.
That's great. How have
If
you been, Tutor Alex and Tutor Worley? How are
I'm
you guys?
fine. Pretty good. How about
Yes,
you, Tutor Kid and Tutor Floy?
we're
Also,
doing great, we're
Mamorley.
doing great.
We're doing great too. So, Tutor Alex and Tutor Worley, you'll be joining us in our adventure. So maybe you can help us read our story today.
Sure.
yes, we
Okay.
are very excited.
All right. Let's start us off with Tutor Worley.
Yes, we okay, guys. You can help me to all our learners. We have come to join you. I hope you don't mind. We would love to help you in the adventures you'll find.
Ooh. And then something came up. Bzzzt, bzzzt. Tutor Alex, who could it be?
Someone is coming. I can hear him buzz. Sounds like a robot. Who is making that fuss?
Oh, oh, guys, look at that. It's Robbie the robot once again. And I think he has a message for us, Tutor Floyd, right?
Yes. All right. Hello, everyone. It's me again. I'm Robbie, your robot friend. I need your help quickly, please. There's something wrong, something amiss. Oh no.
Oh
Wow.
wow. Oh, I shouldn't be laughing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So if someone is looking or let's say asking for your help, usually when the person says it in a goofy or non-serious way, we tend to laugh as friends.
True.
But if the person's already crying, even if the manner of expressing his or her sadness is quite funny, just don't laugh and just listen to your
True.
friend. Okay?
I'm so sorry, Robbie.
Okay, I'm laughing as well.
I'm so sorry too. I laugh as well.
We're all guilty.
All
Okay.
right.
So Robbie said, follow me, come and see, come and see. Off to the barren wasteland. We all must hurry. Okay. Tutor Warley,
Off they went to help their friend. Let's follow them and see. Come on.
let's go, guys. And now we are at the barren wasteland.
So,
Tutor
tutor Ken,
Alex,
what does the word barren mean? What
oh,
is that?
that's a very good, question, Tutor Floyd. Actually, let's give our students a clue. The antonym or the opposite of barren is fertile or fruitful. What do you think barren is?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys
Go
know what
on.
barren is? Come on, guys. If 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 the opposite of barren is fertile or fruitful, what could barren mean?
Okay, come on, you guys. You can do it. All
Hmm.
right. So, no people. Mm-hmm.
No people. Yeah.
Dry.
Well,
Having,
that's right.
yes. Dry. Good.
Tagtuyot. Martin said tagtuyot. That's a really good translation.
Translation. Yes.
Dries. Yes, Heavenly said. And you are correct, actually. It's a dry and unfruitful piece of land, and it's a wasteland.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
Mm-hmm.
what we'll be doing here at a wasteland, Tutor Alex,
Robin led them to a field. It was dry, horrible, and dead. It was a sad sight to behold. It was barren, barren and cold.
oh, that's so horrible.
Really is.
I don't want to be there.
True.
That's scary. That's scary.
I wonder what happened. Tutor Floyd, what do you think happened?
This barren field was once my home. When I
Oh,
returned, all was gone. No clue, no answers. I found none. Only this dusty diary I found.
Oh,
That's so
wow.
sad.
That's so sad indeed.
Hmm.
yeah.
Tutor Warley?
The problem is that I can't read well. I need your help. I know you will.
Oh. So,
Oh,
guys, I think it's high time for us to help Robbie the robot find
yes.
out what's in the diary. So, Tutor Floyd, I think our lesson today will really help Robbie the robot, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. All right. So, having heard Robbie the robot story, we want you to learn that there's this so called timeline when we read. We do things before we read. We also ask questions while we read or during reading. And finally, we answer all the questions that we have before we read and even during we read after reading. So there are a lot of things that we go through, stages to be exact, once we start and end our reading. So before reading, during reading, and after reading. Let's have the next one.
It's true.
Okay. So you have here a term questioning a text. It's a vital a technique or strategy to understand the text better. And to define this one in depth, let's have tutor Alex to read the definition of this strategy. Go ahead, tutor Alex.
Okay. A reading strategy that involves wondering about the outcomes, characters, decisions, and other pieces of information presented in a text.
Oh, so you see, so Shooter Alex, Shooter Warley, and Shooter Kit, when we question a text, we don't necessarily go for just, oh, what is this text about? But we really delve into the deeper things or deeper items or more specific items in a text. So let's try to find out how we'll do that along the way. So let's have the next one, Shooter Kit. Well, there are two types of questions that we ask: the thin questions or the thick questions. If we differentiate the two, thin questions, these are questions that are quite easy questions, basic questions, usually answered by or answerable by yes or no. Thick questions, on the other hand, makapal. Okay, thick, makapal. So in other words,
Makapal.
yes.
Smart.
So we try to think, we try to analyze a story for deeper understanding, not just answering the basic yes or no questions. So let's try to see some examples of these questions. Tutor Warley, let's try to reveal what these questions are. All
So,
right.
questions are who, what, where, when. That's for the teen questions.
Mhm.
And for the teen questions, we have why and how.
All right. So you see, if you try to look at it, who, what, where, when. So if someone asks you these questions, you usually answer with a yes or no or just an exact answer. But for thick questions, you expound, you explain further
True.
why your answer is that. So you see the difference? It's very simple. So, Tutor Kit, let's have the next part of questioning a text and we'll see how should our kids today read, and what are some strategies that are helpful per stage before reading, during reading, and after reading? Let's begin with before reading.
Yes.
Shirkit, go ahead, your turn.
Okay. Now, guys, before reading, here are some strategies that you can actually apply right away, right after this session. The first one is to skim, not the milk, but the verb skim. All right? Skim
Yes.
is reading a text and its keywords rapidly in order to get a general overview or the gist of the material. You know what a gist is? A gist is like a very simple idea of what a reading is, right? Tutor Floyd?
Yes, that's right. So if it's a simple idea, it means you're looking at the basic meaning of what is written or said in the text. So that's
That's
easy,
true.
right? Easy peasy.
Yes. Now, Tutor Warley, can you help us read through some of the strategies, what do you call this, involved in skimming?
Okay, so here it is. So read the table of contents or chapter overviews if there are any,
Okay.
and glance through the main headings in each chapter just to see a word or two.
All right. Thank you,
Right.
Tutor Warley. And if you notice, these are very helpful steps when you skim novels or maybe pocketbooks that you read, right? Tutor Kit, Tutor Warley, and Tutor
Yeah.
Alex.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Tutor Alex, what's more, or just tell us more about skimming? Let's see what is in store for our kids here. Go ahead, Tutor
Okay.
Alex.
For the scheme, read the introductory paragraph and the first and last sentence only of each paragraph. This is to locate the main idea.
Ooh. So, Tutor Kit, if you notice, and kids, you're just lightly checking the sentences or portions of
Mm-hmm.
the text.
Mhm.
So, just like,
Right.
don't have
Just
to
like
read everything.
Mm-hmm.
Next one.
it like this, Tutor Floyd.
Okay.
Skim.
Oh, there you have it. Good one. Good example, Tutor Kit. All right. Let's see. Oh, and here's one more. So, You stop and quickly read the sentences containing keywords indicated in boldface or italics. So usually you see thick words, usually the headings, or italicized, usually the the spills or the lines the characters are saying for some. Others just important points that they want to highlight. So usually you see them first when you skim. Okay, next one, Shooter Kit. Wow,
So
so
we're still on skimming, right?
mhm.
Now, in the process of skimming, when you think that you have read a word that is important or significant, then stop and read the entire sentence just to make sure you got that right, right?
Mhm.
Also, it helps to read chapter summaries if they're provided. So, usually, chapter summaries are written before the chapter begins. So, you can have an overview of what the chapter has in store for you, right?
Yes. All right. And for some shorter books, usually they have the summary, just one for the entire book or text. So go ahead and be be observant or keenly
True.
observe if those summaries exist. Another technique before reading is you can predict. So what are the things that you predict? You predict the story, what might the characters do in the story, and usually we do this by checking the title. So you'll have some advanced knowledge of what the text is, or maybe check the pictures, view them,
Mhm.
and you would know, oh, so this might be happening. Someone seems to be lurking in the shadows. So you can see those in the illustration. So you get to predict what might come next or what might we look forward in the text. So that easy. So Tutor Kit, Tutor Warley, Tutor Alex, before we read, there are only two strategies that are quite helpful and effective, and that is go ahead to skim and to predict. Okay,
That's
skim,
right.
predict. All right, so those are the two. Always remember them. Okay, all right. Okay,
Okay, sorry
now
to
let's.
reply. That was late.
I was like, okay.
Skim and
So you
predict.
see, when you before reading, it also takes time. Sometimes we have that pace, we have that cricket
When we,
moment. Should I
yeah,
go?
when there's something
Yes,
is loading in your brain and you're like, what's happening again? I just
that's
had that moment.
yes, that's normal. Don't worry. During the text, what happens during the text? So you're already starting to read the text, really immersing yourself in the text. So what happens? Let's have Shooter Warley. What is or what are some strategies we can use?
Oh, we have monitor and clarify. Again, kids, monitor and clarify.
Monitor.
All
Yes,
right.
good job. So, meaning it is highlight what you do not understand in the text and search for it and discuss its meaning. Right, Shutterfly?
Yes, very easy, right?
No,
Yeah. If you have your highlighter or marker, if you don't understand it, highlight it and then
highlighter is the best.
yes, and then search for
Yes,
the meaning. Get your dictionary. If you think you would understand the meaning eventually, you can just highlight
Yes,
highlight the word rather or phrase, and then get back to it when you're ready. Okay, you can
that's
do
true.
that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let's have another one. What's next? Another strategy. Let's have shooter Alex this time. Go ahead, shooter
Okay.
Alex.
After we monitor and clarify, we have visualize. Again, kids, we have that's right, visualize. This is when you imagine the scene of a text through the cues or imagery presented.
All right. So, tutor kit, there are different imagery. So, we may want to define that. I'm sure in their literature classes or other reading classes, they hear that word. But just to emphasize what that word is, help them recall what is imagery again, tutor kit?
Okay, that's a really good question, shooter, Floyd. Floyd, sorry, Floyd. There's a many.
Plural.
So, guys, when we visualize, we usually kind of feel using our brain. Now, when we say imagery, though, it's these are the images produced in our brain while we're reading. That involves the five senses. the sense of sight, smell, taste, hearing, and touch. Now, when you visualize, you don't really feel or smell the exact thing, but in your mind, in your imagination, you are feeling these things. You are experiencing these things. So when the texts say, the banana was soft and gooey inside his mouth, then you imagine as well that there's a banana in your mouth and it's gooey and soft and yummy. I'm really hungry right now. Yes.
Same here.
Let's have other examples. Let's try Shooter Alex. Do you have an example of maybe some lines that you could share to our viewers today that helps us imagine the image in a text or the images in a
Mhm.
text? Let's try
This,
Shooter
yeah, I
Alex.
have an idea right now. For example, the slice of strawberry shortcake is sweet and creamy.
Oh,
Ooh.
Mm,
wow.
that's delicious. I'm craving right now.
I'm
Yes.
hungry.
Yes. I might get one later. Thank you for the
Me too.
suggestion.
Give me some, Tutor Floyd. Send
I
me
know.
some.
So that's good. So sweet. So taste. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one, Sugar Kid. So since you already gave few examples, we're able now to go to the next strategy or use the next strategy, which is vary our reading rate. So we have a quicker pace, or we quickly read when we're already familiar with most terms in the text, or you already have an idea of what the text is. However, you slow down your rate because you want to recheck, and fully immerse yourself in the text. So there are times where we tend to pause, look for difficult terms, or maybe ask your teachers, your parents, your siblings what they mean or what those sentences or scenarios mean. So you would really visualize it well. Then we tell you that you can vary your reading rate. Okay, so let's have the next one, Shooter Kit. Your turn.
Yes. Tutor Floyd, I just wanted to comment on Heavenly Tang Ihian's comment that she said that when she reads a story or book without a picture or illustration, she usually visualizes it and varies her reading rate to kind of just
Wow,
like
that's
move on with the
good.
story and immerse herself with the story. That's very
Wow,
good.
that's good. And you know what? We want you to know that if in our younger years we don't see a lot of pictures, or we're used to seeing a lot of pictures in our books, when you're a little older, when you hit grades 4 to 6, you'll see few of them. So you have to get used to not seeing the pictures and just
True.
visualize what you read. Okay?
Your imagination.
Mhm.
So, Tutor Kit, what's next?
The next one, the next strategy that we can use during reading is to infer. Infer means to form an opinion from evidence or reaching a conclusion based on known facts. Now, guys, infer is not, oh, you're so infer. That's not fair. When you infer, you are kind of like a detective.
Yes.
You, while reading, you're piecing evidences, a piece of evidence and clues, and then you reach a conclusion or an opinion based on what you've read. Usually, what you infer are not exactly written or revealed in the story you're reading. You just have to kind of realize it. It's just like the aha, I got it. Then you make
Yes.
predictions as you go along while you inferring.
Mhm.
All right. I like that, Tutor Kit. We're giving our kids here a clue that it's very okay. It's much welcome to have our aha moments when we read.
True.
Good one. Love that.
Tutor
So,
Worley, can you run us through all of the strategies we learned during reading?
Yes, so we have the different strategies that we can use during reading. First, we have the monitor and clarify. Again, monitor and clarify. Okay, good job. Next one is we need to vary your reading rate. Again, we need to vary your reading rate. The third one is we have visualize. Again, we have visualize. And the last one is infer. Again, the last one is infer. Good job, kids.
All right. So this time, Shooter Kit, Shooter Alex, Shooter Warley, we are delving into the things or strategies that we use after we read.
Mhm.
Okay, so Shooter Alex, let's have the first one, which is to scan.
Okay, so we have the scan after reading. It is running the eyes over text to locate and swoop down on specific points.
All right.
Scan.
So, yes, that's a good one. So usually direction is um if you have the luxury of time, left to right, left to right.
Mhm.
But if you're really hurrying the scanning of details, usually up and down is the quickest way to go, right? Shooter Kid, Warley, and Alex?
Yes.
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 So the key for scanning is to know what you're looking for. So
Mhm.
if you already have a question in mind or a guide question given by your teacher or your mother or your father or guardian, then it's best to scan that way. And you have to do that question per question. You don't just go ahead and
Yeah.
collect all the questions and scan all the answers of all those questions at the same time. No, just one question at a time, scan for answers, and then move on to the next question. Then scan for answers.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. Very easy, right? Okay. If you
Yes.
think it's easy,
Yes.
give us some confirmation emojis in the chat section. Okay. So,
Maybe a
Shooter
like
Kid,
or a heart.
yes,
Yes.
heart. Yes. So Tutor Kit, there's one more use for scanning, and that is go ahead.
Scanning can also be used to answer questions. Now, usually in your modules, you like read something and then you'll be given questions after. Now, scanning is a great way to look for answers to those questions. It's a good thing too that you have read the text before the questions because you kind of have like a remembrance or you kind of remember a little bit of where to find the answers. So scanning really helps, right, Tutor Floyd?
Yes, yes, yes. Precisely. Thank you for that, Tutor Kit. And I've already mentioned this a while back. Look for answers one question at a time. So, okay, just recall that all the time as well. Next slide, please. Go ahead, Shooter Warley.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Oh.
Go back. Go back.
Oh,
Oh,
we're
there you
going back. Is it like
Still
reading
in the scan
intensively now?
strategy.
Yes, read intensively.
All right, go ahead, Tutor Worley.
Okay, the next strategy that we can use after reading is read intensively. Again, kids, repeat after me. Read intensively. Okay, good job. So, also known as detailed or in depth reading. Again, also known as detailed or in depth reading. Meaning is intensely examine words, phrases, and sentences.
Yeah. So
Oh.
when you say intensively, it means you put so much effort or great effort in reading something. So I
Yes,
guess
it's
you
like
guys can do
I'm
it,
so
Yeah,
right?
from
intense.
the word itself,
Yeah,
intense.
yeah. Like this reading is so intense. I'm sweating.
All
You know
right.
what? Tutor Floy and Tutor Kit and Tutor Alex, I can see the comment of Heavenly Tangian well said, sabi niya, that's why we need more time to answer our modules.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. I'm
so they can intensely
heavenly,
read,
heavenly
right?
teacher. Did you hear that?
I
That's
hope
a
you're
good
watching.
one, Heavenly. Heavenly for
Okay.
president, class president.
All right.
All
Now,
right.
maybe we could ask now, Tutor Alex. Tutor Alex, what is the next strategy after reading?
Okay, so the next strategy we have summarize. It is to improve the memory of what was being read.
Okay. So since we already tried to improve the memory of what we try to read, here are some steps to do or to highlight when we summarize. We recognize, we look for, or we search the most important ideas in a text. Pick out only the useful ones. If you think they're unnecessary, you ignore them. So ignore irrelevant info. We don't need them, just important ones. And finally, combine all the central ideas in a meaningful way. So if there's a central idea or main idea per paragraph, co- merge them. Okay, have
All
one
right.
big summary. All right, so I guess you can do it. I'm sure you guys could. And then what's next? There you have it. So tutor kit, what are again the strategies that we can do after we read?
Okay, remember, okay, guys, read along with us.
Mhm.
Scan,
Mhm.
read intensively, and summarize.
Summarize. Yes. So I hope you guys can apply that, or those rather. Let's have some reading, another reading. And our
Reading
text is the
time.
midnight thunderstorm. Don't worry, this is so short and you can manage. Let's try to just review our strategies as we read, okay? So
Yes.
let's have the reading time, reading slide.
And make sure,
Let's
guys, that you read along with us. And we will have Tutor Warley and Tutor Alex do the reading for us today.
Yes. So let's begin with Tutor Alex. Go ahead, Tutor
Okay.
Alex.
Crash! What was that? Chrissy cried, waking suddenly from a deep sleep. She sat upright in her bed, hugged tightly her teddy, and stared anxiously around the bedroom.
Next one. Go, Teacher Warley.
Okay, so rain pounded heavily on the bedroom window, making Crazy wonder how she had ever been able to sleep in the first place. Nervously, she threw back the covers and tiptoed over to her big sister's bed.
What goes next? Tutor Kit.
Uh, she often complained about sharing a room with Julia. But tonight, she was secretly thankful for her presence. Chrissy obviously hated thunderstorms.
Hmm.
Hmm. Julia? Are you awake, Julia? Chrissy gently shook her big sister's shoulders. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Julia mumbled sleepily. Go back to bed, Chrissy. Go back to bed.
Uh,
Every sister.
Go ahead,
Tutor
Tutor
Alex?
Alex.
I can't sleep, Chrissy replied. Please, can I lie with you for a while? Thunderstorms are so scary. Julia opened one eye and smiled. They're not scary, she said. Just noisy. Noisy can't hurt you, Chrissy. Now go back to sleep.
So, Tutor Alex, Tutor Warley, Tutor Kit, have you experienced that when you were younger? Are you
I
afraid of
always,
thunderstorms?
yeah.
I only did that when I dreamt of zombies. I dreamt
Oh,
of zombies and I had to sleep. And I
really?
had to crawl to my mom and dad's bed because I was scared. The zombies will eat my foot.
Oh. Okay, wow. So if Crazy here is afraid of thunderstorms, Tutor Kit back when he was younger is afraid of zombies. All right,
Hmm.
so
Zombie dreams, uh-huh.
zombie dreams, all
Yes.
scary. Tutor Warley, go ahead.
Crash! Chrissy shrieked and jumped into her sister's arms. Julia laughed. Ha 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 ha. Can you laugh with me?
Ah!
Okay, you really aren't very brave, are you? Are you?
Okay. Chrissy shook her head. So can I stay? Julia nodded gently, but no snoring, no stealing all the blankets. Deal? Tutor Kit? Deal?
Deal, Chrissy replied. She dove under the covers and closed her eyes. Julia's hair smelled like apples. Finally feeling safe, Chrissy sighed contentedly, like this. Ah. She listened to the melodious music of rain on her rooftop and gradually drifted back to sleep.
That's so comforting.
Yes. Ah, so wow. So if you have siblings there, you're lucky to have one. Okay. I
That's
don't
right.
have a sibling. I think Sugar Kid, do you have a sibling? I
I
if
have
you
I have
definitely
five
do have.
more siblings. I'm the
Yes, and
oldest.
yeah, wow. Don't reveal that you're the
Oh, I'm actually the youngest. I'm like 12.
Aw.
How
How about
about you,
you, Tutor
Warley?
Wally? Do you have siblings?
Yes, I have one sibling.
Wow. How about you, Tutor Alex?
I have two. I have a brother and a sister.
Oh my gosh, I guess I should leave. I cannot relate to you
I can
very
relate
well.
to the
We can
story.
adopt you guys.
We can
Adopt
be siblings
me.
from another mother.
Yes. Our
Yes.
sister
Yes.
from another mother, right?
That's
Yeah.
so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Martin even mentioned that he has a big sister. So, wow, good for you. Sophia even mentioned that she has two more siblings. Wow.
Wow. Hey, Tutor
Okay.
Floyd.
Mm-mm.
It's like 10:30. What do
Not
you
just
think should we
yet.
do? Yeah?
We have 4 more minutes. Yes. Okay. So, Tutor Kit, I think, but since you mentioned that already, I think our students in the next meeting could join Tutor Warley and Tutor Alex in trying to recall the strategies and the story we just gave or
True.
narrated today and maybe answer some questions. Can they do that? I think they can.
Yes, they can.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's a to be continued session next
Yes.
week.
Love
Dun
that.
Oh,
dun dun
exciting.
dun.
Something to look
Yeah.
forward to.
Yeah, so Tutor Kit, maybe we can leave some, let's say, maybe some quotes or reminders for the session before we say our bid our farewell to these guys.
Yes. Yes, Tutor Floyd. So is this the
So
code that we're looking for, Tutor Floyd?
yes, yes. That quote is from I believe that person is a Romanian French playwright or someone who writes plays. So his name is pronounced as Yogan or Yogan UNESCO. So
UNESCO.
his quote, or yeah, the quote that he'd like to share with us today is: "It is not the answer that enlightens, but the question." So what does that mean? What does that mean? Tutor Kit.
Well, I think is for me is that if you ask questions when when you're reading or when you don't know something or when you have to clarify something, that's when you are enlightened. That's when answers come. It's when you ask questions and you inquire that answers come and you understand the world and the things that don't make sense. Answers alone could be just like the end of it. But if you ask more questions, then you will have more chances to be enlightened and to gain more knowledge. Right, Tutor Floyd?
Yes, yes, yes.
That's
And
so deep.
don't
That's
worry
so
if people
nice.
seem to be a little annoyed when you ask questions. Just make sure you ask at the right time, at the right moment, and definitely people will be all ears and respond to your questions. So thank you,
Yes.
everyone. So Tutor Kit, I think we get to flash the evaluation code for today's session. So if they have comments and suggestions, make sure to leave your comments and feedback via the code or via the link. And for the sneak peek, I think we can go back a little, Tutor Kit. You guys will be joining Tutor Alex and Tutor Wardley for the continued discussion or understanding of the text that we've read today and visualize it more, make connections. Yes, yeah. So you guys can do that next meeting with them. So, Tutor Kit.
So that's the end of our session, guys. And hopefully you will join Tutor Warley and Tutor Alec next week, Friday, on another session for reading remediation. Tutor Alex, Tutor Warley, do you want to say goodbye too? Any messages?
I'm so excited to see them again next week and looking forward for more tutors and tutees, I mean, to be joining us and the discussion next meeting.
Yes, we
Yeah.
are very excited to see them again next Friday.
Mhm.
And thank you also to Tutor Kit and Tutor Floyd.
Hey,
You
thank
guys
you
Yes,
are
so much.
amazing.
I
exactly.
know. You
I'm
guys were as
stunned
well.
for
Yes,
the
and
Tutor Floyd and Tutor Keith. They're
yay.
That's
so
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 amazing.
fun.
that's good. So if we're fun, I'm sure our kids are also equally as fun as we are. So again, tune in again next time every Friday, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. via DepEd EdTech Unit for more reading remediation for grades 4 to 6 sessions. So thank you everyone. Please stay for the TLE classes. Take care.
Goodbye.
Bye. Finger heart.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag #ETUlayLevelUp. Huwag aalis ha dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!